It's been a minute. I've been itching to make a video like this and it's been calling my name for a while. I don't know if I coined this shit, bro. I probably didn't, but hidden perfectionism. Before I even get into that, I wanted to talk about renaming renaming inner yoski thoughts. I don't even remember the fuck I called it. I could have easily just opened my YouTube page to see what I used to call it, but I want to call this series To Whom It Concerns because I feel like there's a lot of things that I say and I believe and I think. And I feel like there are people out there that may resonate with the things that I say and may even resonate with, I guess, just like my take on it. And if not, that's perfectly fine. But to whom it concerns. And we're talking about hidden perfectionism. And I said suffered like it's past tense. I suffer from hidden perfectionism, bro. I suffered from perfectionism, and that was a beast of its own to tame. But people don't talk about the war of hidden perfectionism. For instance, I wanted to get into the mindset of I just want to create shit. I don't want things to be perfect. I don't want things to be ideal. I don't want it to be professional. I just want to make shit. I just want to actively make shit every single fucking day. And if the product is mediocre, if the product is less than stellar, at the end of the day, I can say I fucking made something. You know what I mean? As much as I preach that mindset, I'm sitting here after what, 10 months. I haven't even looked at the YouTube channel to see how long it's been. Granted, I've been away from YouTube due to personal reasons that are still affecting me. I lost somebody. Not like that. Not like that. I didn't lose somebody in the sense of like death, but I lost somebody that I felt like was very important to me. And I'll just keep it at that. But it's funny to say that I have that mindset and yet I'm here and I haven't uploaded a video. I haven't really been consistent with making songs and stuff like that. And it's just like, you're saying all the right things, but you're not making anything. I feel like that's where hidden perfectionism shows its face. You can kill perfectionism, but silent perfectionism is a beast of its own and it's a silent killer, bro. I'll go in with how it required me to make this video. I was like, oh yeah, it would be cool. I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna make my hair all nice and stuff like that. I'm gonna wear my favorite hat. And then I even set up this camera, this fucking camera right here with all this shit and all this equipment. If I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna use my 4K fucking camera because I bought that camera. Okay, so it's gonna be a 4K fucking video. And I didn't end up using it because it's just fucking a lot of work. It's already set up and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, I don't wanna like show my face in 4K when I feel insecure as fuck. And I use this camera and I love how grainy it is and how like cozy it is, I guess. Bro, just use whatever you have. Yes, I understand I have this. So it's just like, motherfucker, what are you trying to tell me? Not use the best equipment that I have accessible to me? I'm not advocating for that, but I'm just saying like, don't overthink what you need to make shit. Just make shit. It's really that simple. Just make the shit. It's much more easier to say that than actually do it. But it's just like, if you stop going into it, like, I need to work as hard as possible if I ever want to make money from this. If you put those stakes on it, it's like, bro, this shit is not fucking fun anymore. You have 2 fucking jobs. And in this economy, bro, you probably already had 2 jobs. So you probably added a 3rd one. This is a ramble. I don't care. I'm not trying to be structured, which even coincides with the stuff that I made when it came to content on my channel, like Identity Crisis or anything that was like a talking segment. I'm very proud of everything that I've done on this channel. But that being said, I look back at it and I'm like, bro, why the fuck am I talking like that? Why am I so proper? And I'm like, and then this and that and this and that. Like, it's like, bro, that's not fucking me, dude. I don't know what the fuck that is, right? And does that mean I'm gonna get rid of those fucking videos? Absolutely not. I'm very fucking proud of them. But I have always been fighting myself and trying not to be myself for whatever reason. I'm not sure what the fuck that's about, but if I want to be successful in this YouTube shit, then I have to be this guy. And it's like, I don't fucking like being that guy. I want to be me. I want to fucking curse like a fucking sailor like I fucking do, right? I just want to fucking be myself, man. And hidden perfectionism can stifle that. It can snuff that version of yourself out because it just doesn't feel like it's enough, or it doesn't feel like it's suitable for the environment. I don't want to make content. I don't want to be on YouTube if I can't be myself. The problem wasn't the algorithm. The problem wasn't the platform. The problem wasn't the audience. The problem wasn't commenters. It was myself. Fucking rules I set up for myself. Like, this is what a content creator should be. This is how a content creator sounds like. And it's like, bro, that's cool. It's a good guideline, but it's not fucking me. And that's why this video is I'm talking about one thing 1 second, and then the next second I'm talking about something entirely different. I'd rather have bullet points. That's why I keep looking to the right over here than have a fucking script. Scripts are great. Don't get me wrong. Scripts are great. It's just like, I'm not a fucking actor. I can't read a script and be like, da-da-da-da. No, and be myself at the same time. It's like, bro, it's one or the other. It's like you have the script and you say everything you wanted concisely, but it comes off a little bit like bland because your personality is not peeking through, or you have a crazy ass video with no consistency, but it's like you. I value that more, and I'm sure 1 or 2 people will value that. But those 1 or 2 people mean more to me than a bunch of people that are getting attached to an idea of who I am when that's not me. Sorry, hidden perfectionism. Hidden perfectionism has just been plaguing my life. I thought I killed the beast, which was perfectionism, but the second boss is like you're playing a fucking From Software shit, and you're like, I fucking beat that boss. Let's go. I finally got his stupid ass, his goofy ass. And then there's a cutscene, and then it's like, oh shit, it's stage 2 of the boss battle. So if you beat perfectionism's ass, hidden perfectionism still stands, because you're going to have certain traits of perfectionism still within your being where it stops you from releasing or publicizing or sharing your work, right? For instance, I have this song and I'm mixing it and I'm mixing it and I'm mixing it and I'm mixing it and I'm mixing it, and I render them and I render them and I render them. And I'm like, okay, this sounds good, but it's missing this. It sounds good, but it's missing this. This one sounds like fucking ass. I don't know how the fuck we went 2 fucking steps backwards, but that happened. It's such a fucking slippery rope to like walk, because it's like on one end, you want to release something that is good. I'm not going for professional or amazing or stellar, right? But like, you want something competent. When you see yourself like mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing, and you have something in front of you that you may not be looking with the lens of, this is good enough, let's pull the trigger on this and let's send it out. You get blinded because you're just like in that state of like, I can do better. It can be better. But at the same time, you're like gaslighting yourself into being like, this isn't perfectionism. I'm not being a perfectionist. I just want 80%. And right now we're at 70. You know what I mean? It's like, it's such a fucking killer. I'm trying to kill that part of me. And I'm sure that there's a lot of creatives around me that resonate with this. And if you're not aware of it, then I'm fucking calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out. If you've slain the beast of perfectionism, you still might be suffering from hidden perfectionism. And that's why your goofy eye, along with my goofy eye, won't fucking make shit and release it, because there's perfectionist traits still there. And it's just silly to think about that. Like, guys, let's just make shit and share it and be proud that we made something and shared it. That's it. That should be the goal. And there's so much stuff that I've learned with journaling and in therapy and with being alone. I learned so much in the sense of, wow, none of this, it's gonna sound like doomer as fuck, but it's just like, you ever seen that picture? I might put it up. This picture of like the guy on the bus and he's just like, oh, this. And then like a guy who's on the other side of the bus and he's like, oh, this. You know what I mean? Like, he's like more like depressed about it, but they're both perceiving, they both got the same news, but they're both perceiving it differently. So the whole, man, nobody gives a shit about me. I used to carry that shit with the weight of like the doomer on the bus. And now I'm like, oh shit, bro, nobody gives a fuck about me. Like, do you know how liberating that is? Like, nobody gives a fuck about me. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like, woe is me, feel bad for me. But if you do feel bad for me, there's a donation link. But I don't mean it in a way where it's like, woe is me, come join my pity party. I mean it in a way where it's like, wow, like no one gives a fuck about me. So if I release the most stink pile fucking content, music, whatever the fuck I'm interested in, Nobody gives a shit. The world didn't change. No one's like pointing and looking at Yoski and being like, I saw you fail, bruh. Like they're not that invested to the point where they're even watching me fail. Like they're just like, I got my own shit to deal with. And that's perfectly fine. And that's perfectly reasonable. So yeah, if you ever thought about that, I know it's hard to just hear this and just be like, oh yeah, why didn't I think about that? But try to have that perspective if you can. I know it's difficult. It took me a long time to like really adopt it and be like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a fuck. There's so much mentalities that are like very doomerish, but it's just like they can be very enlightening and help you in the sense of bettering you as a person. For instance, the whole mindset of no one's coming to save you. That's the truest thing I've ever heard. As fucking doomer as fuck as it sounds, it's true. No one's going to come and save you. You can only save yourself. If you're gonna just be by yourself and it's just gonna be you, like you gotta get comfortable on the ride being in that fucking car seat with yourself 24/7. Just pick up a fucking journal and just start writing your problems completely unadulterated, just complete truth. Just, I'm not asking you to rip yourself to shreds or anything like that. I'm just saying be completely truthful. Let the mask down. If you're insecure about certain things, fucking say it. Write it in that fucking journal, bro. If you're like, you know, man, like, why am I not creating shit? Vent about it, bro. Write it in the fucking journal. I have this journal right here that I got and I'm so grateful for it. And honestly, no shade to my therapist. She's amazing. But sometimes I be journaling and I'm like, damn, do I really even need a therapist? You know what I mean? Like, do I really need a therapist? I guess the point of this video is just, I suffer from hidden perfectionism, but I'm still moving, bro. I chose today. I literally just came from work. Like, if you can see like the time, like it's fucking 11 p.m. I came from work and I kind of came fucking pissed. I'm not gonna lie, but we're not gonna talk about that. Because I kind of processed it. But I came from work and I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna shoot the video today and I'm just gonna talk about what I wanted to talk about yesterday. I ran out of time yesterday. And by the time it was time to record it, it was like 3 or 4. I was playing Supermarket Simulator with my friend, bro. We were running a supermarket. Other important things came besides this video. It could have waited. But I'm honestly glad that I waited because this feels so liberating to do it today. I chose today to make it. I chose today to be here. I'm choosing to choose myself moving forward. Every single day I make something and I release it into the wild is a day where I like strike perfectionism / hidden perfectionism. I'm just like choosing to beat that motherfucker with a stick and be like, you don't fucking control me. You don't decide when I release shit. You don't decide when things are ready. I am choosing myself and I choose to release shit in spite of its flaws. That is just like the best version of ourselves, bro. Just unpolished, just unfiltered, just unadulterated truth, man. And the more time I've been alone, the more I just like myself. And the more I've been alone, bro, the more I realize I'm just kind of a fucking asshole. I'm just kind of a fucking asshole, bro. I don't mean it. I truly don't. But I can be an asshole, bro. It's a flaw, but at the same time, it's kind of baked into my personality. Like, it's just like, I kind of cannot stand stupid people, but that's something else. I feel like this is a good point to touch on when it comes to hidden perfectionism and the reason why it still manifests even when we feel like we have conquered perfectionism itself. It's because a lot of us like to have our creations be a representation of how people perceive us. So what I mean by that is if I make this fucking amazing album and I composed it by myself and I made every instrumental and I've mixed and mastered everything. I even fucking did a photo shoot to get the album cover. I mean, can you believe that? I fucking did that. I do all of that, right? And I release it. And you see the credits and it's just like, yoski, 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 yoski. When people see that, it's like, wow, I can't believe that yoski was capable of all this stuff. This whole time, we just thought he was just comic relief and he would just, you know, make us laugh once in a while. Who knew that yoski had all this brilliance inside of him? And it's rooted in external validation, man. Because at the end of the day, when I really sat down and thought to myself with the project that I want to make by the end of this year, I was like, who do I want to impress with this? And when I thought about it, I was like, honestly, there's no one left to impress. I kind of just want to impress myself. When I allowed myself to sit in that I was like, oh shit. So like I'm kind of in a race by myself now. Like I'm not racing alongside anybody else who's also making stuff and competing with them to be better than them or to get opportunities we may get and only one of us can get. It's like, bro, I'm not fucking competing with anyone. I never went into creative work to compete. It's never been competitive for me. And I hate to burst some people's bubble when it comes to that, but it's like, bro, creativity isn't about being fucking cutthroat or being like vindictive and like, you know, snuffing the competition out. It's like there's room for everybody. There's room for everybody in this. Every one of us can fucking coexist in this space, whether that's content on YouTube, streaming, music, whatever the fuck it is, right? There's space for everyone. When you just move truly within your own like sphere, I guess. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you're just moving in your own space and you don't intrude in other people's space, like it's just like, bro, the world is so much better and you make better shit because you're not trying to compensate for like, oh, well, this person made this and that's popping off. So I should do this and jump on that and steal their shit so I can be the this and that, even though they're the pioneer. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Just create what you want to create. That's all your job is. Just fucking create shit that resonates with you. And the other people that find that shit, that resonate with that shit, will find it. That's it. It's as simple as that. It sounds corny. I know. But it's as simple as that. Sorry about this camera angle. It's a little bit funny. Like this is the same camera angle I use to talk to my therapist. And she's like, why are you not looking directly at me? I'm like, cause like you're here. You are here. Or here. It's fucking weird. And I'm breaking my neck to look at y'all. But I guess the next talking point is about like the future of my channel. Oh, no. I kind of actually want to talk about this because hidden perfectionism actually even found its way in my comeback. And I was like, no, fuck that. This is my comeback. This is me coming back. I was like, I'm going to come back in September. Silent Hill F is coming out September 25th. And I was like, oh man, I fucking love Silent Hill 2 remake. Silent Hill F is gonna be a fucking banger. Even though people feel like what they released recently is controversial, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna stream the entire fucking thing. The entire thing. That does not mean I'm going to stream the entire game in one sitting. That does not mean that. I just mean from beginning to end, I will stream the game. When one stream day is over, the next time I come, it's gonna pick up from where the fucking game last left off. That's how it's gonna be, right? But I was like, that's gonna be my comeback. And I'm like, nah, like I kind of want to make one of these videos and this will be my comeback. And it's funny because it's just like, bro, like even with a comeback, I'm like, oh dude, when I come back, I want to look like this. I want my hair to look like that. I want to have more tattoos. I want to have more wardrobe options, like more clothing that I've never showed and stuff like that. It's like, bro, I don't need to do all that. I just need to fucking show up. Like we put a lot of like prerequisites on shit like that and sometimes it's out of fear where it's like I don't know if I'm ready to come back, so let me put these metrics so I can be like, if I don't have X, Y, and Z, then I can excuse myself when I don't show up. It's all bullshit. And I think it is up to us. So I'm talking to you directly, to whom it concerns, to hold yourself accountable like I am. When you see yourself making bullshit excuses to avoid shit that's uncomfortable, call yourself out on it. I promise you, it's not the end of the world. You will thank yourself so much for calling yourself out. We need to call ourselves out more. I promise you. Leave the fucking egos at the front door. Listen to me, Gen Z. Hold up. We're going standing desk. We're going to stand. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we upgraded. We upgraded in this bitch. We upgraded in this bitch. Absolutely. Standing desk now. Standing desk in the big 2025. Absolutely. Oh man, I look short as fuck. Gen Z and some of my millennials, leave the ego at the front fucking door. You're not as cool as you think. You're not as self-made as you think. You're not as swaggy as you think. My mantra is to myself, and it sounds like self-destructive and it sounds like bad, but I mean it in the most humblest way and most like grounded way. I always remind myself I'm nothing. I like genuinely, I always remind myself, you're nothing. Yoski, you're nothing. And it's not to like, you know, I cry or something like that and I'm like, oh, I'm nothing. It's like, no, like I'm nothing, dude. Like I'm a nobody and that's good. I'm a fucking nobody. I know my place, bro. If I look at my channel, I'm a nobody. If I look at my Twitch streams, I'm a nobody. If I look at what I'm doing in life right now, I'm a nobody. And that doesn't mean I can't be a somebody. It's just I'm not gonna come in with so much bravado like I am a somebody, because I'm not a somebody yet. And it's just like, if more people in this generation moved like that with more humility and just more awareness of their situations, bro, the world would be so much better. Like, that's why I deactivated my social medias. I'm gonna reactivate them soon enough to promote songs, so look out for that. But I deactivated my social media, Instagram and stuff like that, and I was like, bro, do I even want to reactivate this shit? Because life feels so much better without this shit in the mix. It feels so much better. I'm not comparing myself to other people. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm not worried about people not responding to my shit. Like, it's just like, bro, I'm just chilling. I'm just me. I'm just doing myself. This was incredible. This was incredible. Sit my goofy ass back down because I looked fucking short as fuck. I'm gonna have to readjust you. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Making this shit makes me so happy, because it just makes me feel like myself. I felt a lot like disconnected recently. Like, every time I go outside and stuff like that, and I like, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're definitely not fucking perfect. Man, just make shit. Talk to people, approach people, be sincere with people about your intentions. Just be authentically yourself and just be humble, bro. Like, why the fuck are we so like, and I say we because I'm talking about our generation. It's just, why are we so fucking like narcissistic? Like, it's like, bro, you're a fucking nobody. You're a fucking nobody, buddy. But yeah, man, I'm rambling, and I always love to ramble. I love making videos like this. And as for what to expect on this channel, expect more of these weird ass rants, bro, because I have a bunch of talking points that I want to address. Some are really controversial because it's a little bit contrarian to say it. So, look forward to that. Other things I wanted to introduce on the channel, me making music and stuff like that. I obviously made this big ass video, like a goofball, talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna be making music, but life happened and I lost someone very important. So I had to put it on pause, but I'm here. And I'm not gonna promise anything about being consistent. I'm not gonna promise about a fucking schedule. I'm just gonna make shit. That's it. That's really what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make shit. So music stuff on the channel, 3D stuff on the channel, just whatever. I honestly don't give a fuck. My whole channel in essence is hidden perfectionism. It's me like trying some shit and then being like, this is the direction the channel had to go in. This makes sense. All this stuff makes sense. It's cohesive. It's consistent. Let's do it. Actually, I don't want to make that content anymore because I am 24 years old and I don't want to make gaming stuff. So we're going to actually make really introspective videos, and we're going to film outside all the time and have these really cinematic shots and stuff like that. Actually, I still do want to make those videos, but they take a while to make. I guess what I'm trying to say about my channel is that there is no right channel, bro. There is no right content. There is no, like, when you're trying to is that the word? Quantify something into a system where it's like, bro, there's no fucking rules to this. Just because it works for fucking Joe over here, like, he was like, yeah, I changed my content to fucking vlogs and I strayed away from gaming and my channel started popping off. Like, it's like, just because it worked for him doesn't mean it's gonna work for me, and just because it's working for me doesn't mean I want to fucking do it. You know what I mean? This channel is just gonna be whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. That's another thing. Like, it's just shrouded in what will people think when they look at my channel. I thought of my channel as like my room, and I'm inviting all these people into my room, and they're like, oh dude, like, there's fucking clothes on the floor and your pillows are disorganized and there's fucking sheets everywhere and fucking fast food or whatever the fuck. It's basically inviting people to your room or your house or however you want to apply it. I didn't want people to have that perception. I wanted people to be like, oh, your room is nice. It's tidy. It's cohesive. It makes sense. It feels cozy. It feels comfortable. I know what I'm getting in here. But man, fuck that. Nah, bro, I'm treating this shit like my fucking room, bro. I'm treating it like my brain, so I don't give a fuck. That's all I gotta say. It's good to be back. Can't wait to edit this to whom it concerns, man. So hopefully I did that right. This is my first time doing that. Let me know if I did that right. I'm gonna keep it in the video if I even did it wrong, bro. But yeah, man. Deuces. How did I used to do it? I think I did us. Hey. All right.